Hi, everyone. This is Josh, one half of the From a Certain Point of View podcast, and I am really excited to be breaking down this trailer for you tonight. This is the Matrix Resurrections trailer number 2 that I'm going to break down. I've already watched the trailer a few times, so this is not really a reaction. It's more of a breakdown. I'll pause the video in certain areas and make some commentary based on my knowledge and my opinions on the Matrix. So let me go ahead and share my screen and pull this up, and we will break down this trailer. Okay, here we go.
We can't see it, but we're all trapped inside these strange repeating loops.
So I want to pause right there real quick and talk about these strange repeating loops. So it seems like some of the events from the first film are happening again, but in a different way in this film. And I think that's what this new version of Morpheus is talking about here. We're kind of trapped in these repeating loops that are going on. And maybe that's why they need Neo and Trinity back. I'm not sure. I'm curious about what the overall specific plot points are, but just wanted to point that out right off the bat.
Loops.
Billions of people just living out their lives, oblivious.
So another really interesting thing about this trailer is, there's that theme of repeating loops throughout this whole trailer. And here we see Jonathan Groff's character, and seems to be Mr. Agent Smith, basically this film's version of Agent Smith. So we're seeing Neo and Trinity go through all these things that they went through in like the first film, and throughout the trailer we see these side-by-side comparisons of the event that happened in the original movie and then the event that's happening in this one. It's kind of echoing, those events. So I think Jonathan Groff is a great choice for this role.
But this is the moment for you to show us what is real.
I want to go back just a minute here, just rewind a little bit here. And we can see here that Neo is being shown the events of what happened in the first film. So it seems like maybe he doesn't remember these things that happened, and they're trying to jog his memory, trying to maybe wake him up, so to speak, so that they can, maybe they need him again for some reason. So I just thought that was really interesting. And this room itself actually looks very reminiscent of that room where Morpheus and Neo had that conversation about taking the blue pill and the red pill. So again, it's just this theme of things repeating themselves, history repeating itself.
You to show us what is real. I remember this.
So deja vu. And yet it's obviously all wrong. Maybe this.
So they're talking about deja vu, which is a major theme that kind of ran through the Matrix, especially the first one, and just deja vu being something that indicated a change in the Matrix. So maybe that's what's happening here too. Maybe there's this change in the Matrix, and that's why all this deja vu is happening. But this character goes on to say that maybe this isn't the story we think it is. So things are happening that are like the first one, but not exactly.
This isn't the story we think it is.
They taught you good. Made you believe their world was all you deserved. But some part of you knew that was a lie. Some part of you remembered what was real.
It's so easy to forget how much noise the Matrix pumps into your head. Something else makes the same kind of noise.
So here we see Neo, and it looks like he's been woken up in the real world, and he's talking to a character that's very reminiscent of the Oracle, actually. So I'm not sure if this is, some version of the Oracle for this film.
War.
And I love that little hint in the music to the original, some of the music from the original, the end of the first Matrix, before the credits rolled. Love hearing that.
What happens to Neo? The most important choice in Neo's life. It's not his to make.
She believed in me. It's my turn to believe in her.
So I'm not sure where this scene comes from exactly, because it looks like the Neo from back, in 1999 or the early 2000s. But it's interesting what he's saying here, and maybe this is just a deleted scene or something like that from the first one. I don't know. But he's saying, she believed in me. It's my turn to believe in her. And I wonder if he's talking about Trinity. And is it possible that Trinity is kind of the chosen one in this film? And I just think that might be a possibility. But we know that Neo still has, the powers and abilities that he had before, it seems. And I also want to point out, while I'm stopped here, that this version of the Matrix looks like a kind of almost an ultra beautiful version of the Matrix, very vibrant, not exactly that greenish tint we had in the first Matrix, in it being set in 1999. This seems like a very vibrant world.
Part of me feels like I have been waiting my whole life for you.
I love how she says that. I love how Trinity says she feels like I've been waiting my whole life for you, and I hope she's talking to Neo here, because I love their relationship. I love the love story between these two characters, and I hope that really continues here in this film too.
If you want to see Trinity again, fight for her!
And I just loved how those two characters just yelled for each other. Neo and Trinity is very reminiscent of the first films and everything, and it just kind of brought me back to those moments. And there, with that shot of their hands being together, kind of looked like maybe it's going to take the connection between both of them to really set this world, this new Matrix, straight, possibly.
I saw this in a dream. My dream ended here.
I kind of like this idea of Trinity, having this dream and her dream ending here, not knowing what her future is going to be in this scene. I always kind of enjoy moments like that. So I want to point out here with the title cards as well. So we see the green code of the Matrix, which we're used to, and then in the background you can see some blue as well. And in the original films, blue represented the real world and green represented the Matrix. And so we're kind of seeing that juxtaposition here again with the title card.
Still no kung fu.
So the action in this looks great. It looks incredible, and this scene in particular looks like a really cool fight. And I love the line Neo delivers, "I still know kung fu." That's just fantastic. That's vintage Keanu Reeves. And of course, as you can see, it's coming to theaters December 22nd and on HBO Max. So I'm a little bit concerned that HBO Max is kind of shooting this film in the foot, so to speak. You know, I'm not sure how well it's going to do in theaters. It's following Spider-Man No Way Home, which is still going to give it competition when it comes out. And also, The Kingsman is another film that's coming out around this time. So I'm concerned about the box office, you know, but they had to have known this going in with the decision that they made, you know, with Warner Brothers and HBO Max. But I know I want to see it in the theater. I got IMAX tickets today. I really feel like this movie needs to be seen on the big screen. And after watching this trailer, I have to say I'm even more excited about seeing it. You know, my excitement level has definitely gone up after seeing this trailer. And my mind was pretty much blown the first time I watched this trailer. I didn't know what was going on, like what is happening. I can't wait to see, you know, all these things revealed in the film. But I also want to know what you think. What did you think of this trailer? Did it increase your excitement level? Or, you know, and how are you going to see this film? Are you seeing it? Are you going to watch it at home? Are you going to go to the movie theater to see it? Or you're not interested at all? You know, I'd like to know what your thoughts are. So leave a comment and stay tuned to From a Certain Point of View for all of your movie news, reviews, and points of view.